today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25.
The Seahawk ball carrier.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 16 carries, 61 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Third down.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Off the play fake. Franklin. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
This is Carson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Franklin got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Taking it about the 16. He called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
To throw is Baker. To throw on 2nd down. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted by the Seahawks.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
At the 16.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
At the 9-yard line.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that because that guarantees your home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team has played.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Baker now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Baker. On the right side, Henry's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The line of scrimmage.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Baker. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
The partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Franklin. They'll run the screen with Carson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, Franklin. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to have the football back again.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 85 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Baker. Double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Franklin. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Franklin. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Franklin.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Franklin. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Peterson. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 39 yard.
Operating from the gun. Baker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Baker. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take back over.
They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Operating from the gun, Franklin.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
A gain of 12. First down Seahawks.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up second.
Looking to throw on second down. Franklin.
And this a quick slant to Lockett.
Franklin's pass complete to Tyler Lockett. A gain of 9 yards. And the Seahawks.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second down, it's Carson. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. From the gun, Franklin. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Give him 10 yards there and about by the note. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On first down, Franklin. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Franklin. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, Franklin.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
There's a pass.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. A.J. Epinesa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's 2nd down.
So we now proceed to the start of the second half.
All time.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
But he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the second half.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Back to throw. Baker got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
By Jordan Brooks. That's a gain of 3. It's third and...
They'll keep it on the ground. Lawrence. And some room to work. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Brett, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run with Hill. And he's got room. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards, a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On first down, it's Lawrence. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
11 yards there, first down. From the gun, Franklin. And his throw is incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. On one hand, as we look at some of his struggles with the 3 interceptions, he's got to be upset. On the other hand, they're still winning this game.
So how does he take care of the ball the rest of the game? That's what his teammates are interested in because they pick things up for him throughout. You got to look over the defensive side, the kicking game. Those guys have made it work for him. Now his goal, not mess up anything else down the stretch.
Yeah, forget about those 3 picks. Move on. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. Baker. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
Number 34. No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
Operating from the gun. Baker. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Darrell Taylor in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Off play action. Franklin. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And the Seahawks first down.
From the gun, Franklin toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's got Lockett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's what he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit.
This will be a 34-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14. Seahawks 10.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Baker. Henry's got it out on the left side. Baker, they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now. It's Lawrence, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Franklin. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Franklin. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Carson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed,
yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lawrence. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Baker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lawrence. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The throw left side to start the drive is complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. We talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Lawrence. And no for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Baker. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Seattle.
Operating from the gun, Franklin.
A pass underneath for Carson.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Franklin looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but now it's 3rd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Operating from the gun, Franklin. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's a 1st down throw. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
38-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lawrence, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Lawrence. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Rams, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.